Hi, I'd like to have a moment to talk with you. Lately, we have been hearing a lot of conversation about how the black man was railroaded out of history, talking about how it was used to distract us from who we really are and replaced for our and their edification something that allowed us to live in slavery and accept it. Something that has been deceptive of what life has always been for us because we've always been at the bottom. And it's been justified. But lately they're saying black people are the original people. That information that you got in the Bible and all of the references gave you an implication that it was white people. They weren't white, they were people of color, black people. And Moses and those guys that what the Bible talks about, if they existed, because I know many of you don't think they existed at all, but they were black, people of color. So what I'm basically saying is this, to make it clear, is that we have been people of color. We have been lied to by white folks. They used God and government to deceive us and denied us what God had prepared for us. But now the information is coming out and we find out that white people still are doing the same thing that they've always done, at least since we've been alive. They've never done anything to change. So they're even now trying to put blacks, I guess, off the earth. They definitely got no plan for them. In other words, some of the people in the system call it fascism, some of it call it this and that. But what I call it is sin. I call it a perpetration of sin. Sin that causes pain and suffering. Sin that deceives people to think that they are nothing while you treat them as if they're slaves. POD sin. And the fact that you got somebody in the White House right now who represents sin for people who are normalizing the sin. And if you don't know it, in no time flat, this sin will be known as America. But black people, knowing who you are and knowing what we're dealing with sin. We're dealing with people who love the system that causes pain and suffering to other people. We're dealing with the people who love the system that does not care or have any compassion for other people to the extent that they are willing to give of themselves to understand and to pursue, along with others, something that works for everybody. They don't even want to do anything like that. We're dealing with people like that. But that's okay, because this is all they know. And they, for one reason or another, have no desire to know anything better. Some may, and if they do, they will. But the truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, sin is trying to take the nation and everybody to hell. Well, see, what the people don't know is that sin is using some people to make them feel that they are on top of the world. They're the ones who call themselves the richest people on earth. The ones who got the yachts and more yachts and more yachts. The ones who got enough money to do anything they want to do. That sin got them wrapped up. And sin has the rest of the people leaning on that, believing that this represents something, and that their life, whether it's a good life or not, is dependent upon their faith in this lie. Well, thank God we know different. We know that everybody has been prepared for to live on this earth as though they're in heaven. We know that. And for those who want to experience that, join with that truth and be led by that spirit. And we will change and create a new system that will, from the first step, be headed toward bringing that into reality. So I'm saying, as you sit there and watch these people, these supremacist people, who would do anything, just do anything to have their way and abuse each and everybody. As we sit there and watch them scheme and ramrod this bull over the people of this state, of this nation. And you sit back and you watch the nation with whatever it had instituted to serve as a firewall or to block this or to block that. Where is it? Where is it? It seems as if you got, I don't know, 2 people or 3 people or 4 people who just, what's the word for? I don't know the word, but they are on their own, and they are not caring about anybody or anything, no laws or anything. It's like everybody else just either they got a secret set up where they're just going along with it and nobody knows it, or they are afraid, as can possibly be, to just go along as if everything's normal, knowing that they're destroying everything that they have lived for, the things that they have fought for, the things that many have died for, and they're just losing it for ignorance sake. Well, we black people know better now. We know better. And we know that there's one solution. And that solution is to represent the truth. Not the lie, not to represent the evil, but represent the good. Represent that which is divine. And that which is divine works for everybody. And it's not settling for anything else other than that. So you're going to have to change what you're doing and start doing the right thing, or you're going to have to do whatever you know you got to do. That is it. Well, let me see, did I make myself clear? I want us, if you didn't hear it, don't expect nothing good from white people. If it comes as accident. I'm not lying. Don't expect anything good from them. If they are good, they are good. But don't expect anything good for them. As far as, and when I say good, I'm talking about in relationship to we as people, as a human race, resolving the problems that we experience every day. Do not expect anything good for that to come from white people. Because white people are sold on something that creates that kind of stuff every day. They are sold on a system that creates that stuff every day. Now, if you going to focus on trying to do something else, it's not in the box. It's outside of the box. And the thing about outside of the box, you really can't see what's out there. So you have to imagine what's out there based upon what you're trying to achieve, what you want to achieve. Watch yourself imagine it. It'll be right there. Call on it. And the next thing you know, we will have all of this lying and hatred and racism and bigotry, send that stuff in a paper sack and dump it in the dumpster somewhere. And we, the people, can begin to live life like we've always hoped we could possibly live. And it's because you put the white man in his place, tell him we know who you are. You're an evil one right now. That's all you're doing. But we still need you to change and put your hand on doing the right thing so that we can all go forward. We're not trying to leave you. We're just trying to stop you from messing everything up forever. All right, let's leave it there and we'll talk to you later.